everyone. If you're new here, my name is Abigail, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all my gastroparesis story. Like how I got diagnosed, what issues did I have before, and all of that. So, my story is kind of hard to talk about, not necessarily emotionally, but it's kind of a complicated situation. So my gastroparesis wasn't caused from diabetes. How do we even start this? Basically, I was born with a birth defect that caused several things to be in the wrong spot when I was born. And, as I was being developed, but then after I was born, I had several things in the wrong spot. One of those things being my stomach. My stomach was in my chest. And, so as a baby, pushed back down to the, normal. And, all was good. Other than the delays that I have from my birth defect and the things that are from my birth defect, I was fine. And a few years ago, it's been, I would say maybe it's been several years ago, maybe 3 or so years ago, I started just randomly having health issues. And when you are born with a birth defect where several things are in the wrong spot, you start getting a little about, okay, what happened, what slipped, what went back to the wrong spot, and all of that. So I basically had a bunch of tests ran, and it came back that my stomach surgery had, I think it was either slipped or partially slipped, and some of my stomach went back up into my chest. Now, part of my health issue that I was having was that I was throwing up all the time. Like 5 minutes after I'd eat, I'd throw up. And that wasn't normal for me because I had what's called a Nissen fundoplication surgery as a baby because of so many of my insides being in the wrong spot. And that's basically where they tie a knot in your stomach, basically. It's the best way to explain it. And that is what helps you hold your food down. And basically, the easiest way to explain it is like that knot basically came untied and made my stomach slip out of the spot where my stomach should be, up halfway into my chest again. This time it didn't go all the way back up, it just went halfway back up, as far as what I was told. And so this is what was making me throw up literally all the time after I'd eat. And that wasn't normal for me. Because of the surgery that I had as a baby, the stomach surgery, I wasn't supposed to be able to throw up. So basically, I got a bunch of tests ran, came back that my stomach surgery slipped, but it only went halfway back up into my chest, not fully. And so they gave me the option to do medication or surgery. I decided to do surgery, and we did not realize that I had so much scar tissue. And I had so much scar tissue that it was hard for the surgeon to see what he was doing, and he accidentally hit a nerve in my stomach, which is what caused gastroparesis, which is basically delayed emptying of the stomach. That means my stomach empties food slower than it should, and it causes pain and it causes nausea. And mine my stomach pains from gastroparesis plus nerve damage because he did damage a nerve. And gastroparesis causes nausea, so I am on medication for nausea and stomach pain that I take every day. And then I have this other medication that's, I guess you could say, kind of like a rescue medication. It's for if you have what's called a flare-up, which is basically a few days where you just get really, really, really sick. And in those type of situations, some people get so sick to their stomach they have to be sent to the hospital and get an IV. It is very scary. Thankfully, that's only happened to me like once or maybe twice since my diagnosis. But anyway, yeah, I had a gastric emptying study done, which is it kind of reminds you of like an x-ray machine that you like lay under, and they kind of like scan your stomach and take a picture and see how far down, how long it takes for your food to digest. And it's like, okay, this certain time it's supposed to be digested at this point, and this certain time it's supposed to be digested at this point. Well, my food was digesting slower than it should be, and that's when I got the gastroparesis diagnosis. But yeah, that's basically my story. I don't have really the normal story of probably how most people do that have gastroparesis. But mine was caused because of a surgery that I had to fix something from my birth defect that when the surgeon was trying to fix that issue, they accidentally hit a nerve, and that's what caused the gastroparesis. So yeah, that's basically my gastroparesis story. I think there might be a little bit more to it, but this is my story. Like, in my opinion, I'd say this is kind of the short version, and the way I understand it, I'm still learning things, but this is the way I understand how it happened. So anyway, wanted to share that with you all. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.